Namaskar and a very good morning to all. May I now seek the permission of the chair to kindly declare the event as open?
Yes.
Thank you, my lord. I, Pratap Kumar Patra, Registrar General, on behalf of the High Court of Orissa, extend a heartiest welcome to our Honorable Acting Chief Justice, Honorable Companion Judges, Learned Advocate General, judicial officers, officers of the registry, office bearers, and members of the respective bar associations, members of print and electronic media, and all the dignitaries present today at the inaugural ceremony of 10 virtual courts of the High Court in the Judgeships of Bargarh, Boudh, Deogarh, Gajapati, Jharsuguda, Nabarangpur, Nuapada, Rayagada, Malkangiri, and Sonepur. These 10 virtual courts of the High Court will be inaugurated by Honorable Dr. Justice B.R. Sarangi, Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, in video conferencing mode in the presence of Honorable Companion Judges. May I now request Honorable Justice K.R. Mahapatra, Judge, High Court of Orissa, and Chairman of the IT and AI Committee to kindly deliver the welcome address. My lord, please.
Thank you. Namaskar and a very good morning to all of you. I welcome and congratulate all of you on the momentous occasion of opening of 10 virtual courts of High Court of Odisha in 10 districts. Honorable Dr. Justice B.R. Sarangi, the Acting Chief Justice of this court, my companion members of the IT and AI Committee, my esteemed sister and brother judges present physically and virtually, Learned Advocate General present, Learned Registrar General and his team, Learned District Judges of the respective districts and all judicial officers, Learned President, Secretary, Office Bearers, as well as members of the respective bar associations, Mr. Satya, CPC and his team, and all present on virtual mode. It is indeed a momentous occasion for all of us that we have completed the opening of virtual courts of High Court in all districts. I welcome Dr. Justice Sarangi, the Acting Chief Justice, on whose patronage and guidance these 10 courts, virtual courts, are being opened, are going to be opened. In the first phase, first of all, the proposal was submitted by this court only to the Honorable Supreme Court in PLR Projects Private Limited versus Mahanadi Coalfield to open e-filing centers in districts, in district headquarters and remote areas of this state, and to open virtual courts. After getting judicial approval of Honorable Supreme Court, 10 virtual courts were opened by none other than our Chief Justice of India, Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, in presence of our former Chief Justice, Dr. S. Muralidhar. That was on 3rd February 2023, and on 27th March 2023, second phase of 10 virtual courts were opened by our former Chief Justice, Dr. S. Muralidhar, in presence of Mr. Justice Talpatra, the then chairman of the IT and AI Committee and other companion judges. Now, today, 10 virtual courts are going to be opened in the hand of our beloved Acting Chief Justice, Dr. Justice B.R. Sarangi, in the districts of Bargarh, Boudh, Deogarh, Gajapati, Jharsuguda, Nabarangpur, Nuapada, Rayagada, Malkangiri, and Sonepur. I congratulate the district judiciary, members of the Bar Association, and all staffs of the judiciary who are present and who have stakes in the opening of these courts. By opening of the virtual courts, the distance between the litigants and the High Court has reduced like anything. In the first phase, I must give you an example or illustration. In the first phase, in the Judgeship of Sundargarh, Rourkela, a virtual court was opened at Rourkela. The Bar Association of Sundargarh district, they raised an objection that it should have been opened in the district headquarters. And with the gracious consent of the then Honorable Chief Justice Dr. S. Muralidhar, in the second phase, a virtual court was opened at Sundargarh along with other 9 districts. I am happy to say that the Sundargarh district has proved the establishment of the virtual High Court by topping the list of filing and appearing in virtual mode. I am happy to say that. And I expect that in all these 10 districts, the members of the district bar associations should prove themselves and should prove that, establish that the opening of the virtual courts are really required for them and it is helpful for them. No doubt, Odisha High Court is the pioneer in IT technology in the judiciary, in the Indian judiciary. All the states are following the footsteps of Odisha High Court, and Odisha High Court has been praised for adoption of the technology in judiciary by Honorable Supreme Court of India. I hope and trust that this attitude and this legacy should continue, and I expect all cooperation of all of you to see that we are the leader and we are the pioneer. That is not at all. If we really make use of the virtual courts and see that the litigants public are benefited by the virtual court, by opening of the virtual court and establishment of the virtual court, then our aim and object will be achieved. I hope and trust that all of you will cooperate, and High Court is always there to help in genuine cases and guide you all how to achieve the goal. I again congratulate you, all of you, and welcome you to this momentous occasion. Thank you all.
Thank you, my lord, for the warm and heartfelt welcome extended to our honorable guests. May now request Honorable Dr. Justice B.R. Sarangi, Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, to kindly inaugurate the virtual courts of the High Courts in the said 10 Judgeships. My lord, please. Thank you, Your Lordship. I would now request Satya Prakash Rai Chaudhary, CPC, to screen a short presentation on virtual courts of the High Court.
Welcome to the inauguration of virtual courts of High Court of Orissa. On 3rd February 2023, virtual High Courts were inaugurated in 10 districts of Odisha by the Chief Justice of India, Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, in virtual mode in presence of the then Chief Justice Dr. S. Muralidhar and the judges of the High Court of Orissa in the Gati Krishna Auditorium of Odisha Judicial Academy, Cuttack. Again on 27th March 2023, 10 more virtual courts were inaugurated in virtual mode by the then Chief Justice, Dr. S. Muralidhar, in presence of Justice Subhasis Talpatra, the then Chairman of the IT and AI Committee, and the judges of the High Court of Orissa. After getting encouraging results of the 20 virtual courts set up in the first phase and second phase, 10 more virtual courts in the third and final phase today in the districts of Bargarh,
Boudh, Deogarh, Gajapati, Jharsuguda, Nabarangpur, Nuapada, Rayagada, Malkangiri and Sonepur.
Video conferencing facility for court hearings is a significant technological measure as it facilitates lawyers and litigants in remote places to appear before the courts in virtual mode. The proposal for enabling the district court lawyers to file their cases online and participate in hearing of cases before the High Court in virtual mode was placed by the High Court of Orissa before the Supreme Court of India on the judicial side and was approved by the Supreme Court in its order dated 14 December 2022 in TP-C number 2419 of 2019 in PLR Projects Private Limited versus Mahandi Coalfields Limited. After today's inauguration, all the judgeships would have virtual centers of the High Court. The establishment of the virtual courts in the districts is a stride forward in ensuring justice at the doorstep. The virtual courts will reduce costs to the litigants, increase efficiency, and ensure speedy justice. The virtual courts will accelerate the adaptation of technology in the judiciary in the state. Odisha is leading the way for making transformative steps through technology in the Indian judiciary, and this step is another step in the same field. With this opening of virtual courts in all the districts, the problems of distance and time will be resolved as the High Court will be easily accessible to the litigants and advocates in all the judgeships of the state.
Thank you, Satya. Now, may I humbly request Honorable Dr. Justice B.R. Sarangi, the Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Orissa, to kindly deliver the inaugural address. My lord, please.
My esteemed Honorable Justice Krishna Mahapatra and Honorable Justice Sanjeev Kumar Panigrahi and other Honorable Sister and Brother Judges present in physical and virtual mode, the Advocate of this state present in virtual mode, the dear District and Session Judges of different courts present in the virtual mode, and the bar members also respective courts where the virtual court is going as already inaugurated, and the Mr. P.K. Patra, the Registrar General and his team, Mr. Rai Chaudhary, the CPC and his team, and all the stakeholders, those are party to this process. I welcome them once again on my behalf and on behalf of my brother and sister judges. Really, it is a great occasion for us. Today, we have achieved the milestone of opening of 30 virtual courts in different districts. And now we completed our course so far as the district courts are concerned or by opening the virtual courts. The virtual courts is not only a thing which is required to be done, rather it has been opened with a purpose behind it, that how soon and how fast the technology reach to the public, and even in distance place, how they can argue a matter in the High Court of Orissa. That itself is an amazing thing, and more so when the initial 10 courts have been opened by none other than our Honorable Chief Justice of India, Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud. That was an experience for us that whether we can succeed in this case or not. But after opening the 10, we feel that it has given us a tremendous result. Thereby, we have gone and phase-wise, second 10 courts have been opened by Honorable Justice Dr. S. Mulidhar, the former Chief Justice of Odisha High Court, and now another 10 by us today itself. I extend my thanks to each of stakeholders for having participated in this process, and I may request all these lawyers, those are participating, practicing different outlying stations, and where the virtual courts are now available to argue a matter, they must equip themselves to argue the matter before the High Court instead of coming to this place. And that itself reduces the distance between the litigant public with the High Court, and that is the purpose for which the virtual courts have been opened. And more so, the lawyers will also be equipped to argue matter before the High Court by remaining remote place. Many of the brilliant lawyers, they are not able to come to the court, the High Court, because of the distance factor, because of some economic factor, because of some other factors. Therefore, these lawyers now be encouraged to argue the matter remaining in distance place and to cater the needs of litigant public, those who are in the doorstep of getting justice. The speedy justice is the motto of now constitutional mandate of Article 21. Therefore, I request all of you to take the benefit of this opening of virtual modes everywhere. And I am delighted to say that we have received a letter from the Ministry of Minister of Law from central government that just day before yesterday, he has accorded appreciation with regard to the establishment of the virtual courts, and our High Court is one state and especially is desire to adopt the same as model throughout the country. It's a great pleasure for us that since we have been numbered as a model this state for other states, that has to be implemented by the government of India. None other than I am telling you that we are also grateful to our state government who have ungrudgingly supported us to any infrastructure development of the judiciary is concerned. Rather, I extend my congratulations to the Advocate General, to the state government, that spirit of helping the judiciary must continue for years to come, so that we can strengthen our judiciary for the benefit of public, and ultimately the people will get justice from the High Court itself and other courts which is open in different outlying stations. I really thank my learned brother friends and brother judges and also sister judges that they are toiling hard for this purpose, and they are accepting this mode of communication. Whenever a lawyer appearing from distance place, we presently they are giving hearing to them and passes some orders for the benefit of the litigant public. I really extend my thanks to all of my sister and brother judges, those are party to the system itself, and all of the lawyers, those are party to this system. I hope and trust that this will continue for years together, so that at least we will remain as a spearhead for the purpose of in the enhancement of this judicial system in electronic mode. And the demand raised in different places that there should be requirement of High Court by this process that has been eliminated, and all the persons can argue the matter. Opportunity is given to all these lawyers, including the subordinate court lawyers. And I must request that the lawyers from outlying states must get themselves prepared and across to the rules of the High Court, so that at least they will not face any difficulties when they argue the matter in virtual mode. That itself should be a spirit with them. No, they are no less than the lawyers that are appearing for this High Court, but physically, rather they are also equally stand the same footing than that of the lawyers that are appearing in the physical mode and virtual mode. That with this spirit they have to proceed in the matter, and I hope that they will not disappoint us. Rather, they should equip themselves to argue the matter before us, like the lawyers at Katak in physical mode. Thank you to all of you that now we have achieved the milestone of opening of 30 virtual courts in entire state, and our target has already completed. Now we have to see our target to enhance how the virtual courts will be utilized by each of the lawyers. With these words, I conclude. Thank you all.
Thank you, my lord, for such warm and heartfelt address to our honorable guest and the words of appreciation. Now, may I request Honorable Dr. Justice Sanjeev Kumar Panigrahi, Judge, High Court of Orissa, and member of the IT and AI Committee to kindly deliver a vote of thanks. My lord, please.
Honorable Chief Guest of this morning, Justice B.R. Sarangi, the Chairman of IT Committee and members of the IT Committee, Honorable Sister and Brother Judges of Orissa High Court, present both virtually and physically, all the district judges and their companion judicial officers, and the judicial officers of the Orissa High Court, the able team of CPC, judicial officers, the district administration, Mr. Parija, Advocate General of Orissa, all the government officials, print and electronic media present here. I At the outset, I would like to congratulate all the districts where the new virtual courts are being inaugurated. And of course, I have been given a great opportunity to thank to all the people who are present here. No duty is more urgent than giving a thanks, which is quite elaborated in all the scriptures of the world. Thanksgiving is a great job. So I'm really grateful to the authority for giving me the task of Thanksgiving. I have special thanks to our acting Chief Justice who has spared his valuable time to address the gathering and inaugurated it, and also to all my sister and brother judges and the Advocate General for sparing his valuable time. And basically, I would like to thank to all the technology-driven team and the officials of the government for their unstinted support in all our technological initiatives. The technology is a greatest leveler throughout the world. Often it acts as a golden bridge between the lawyers, the court, and the litigant. Now it has more prominent after in the aftermath of the COVID-19. Though COVID-19 was said to be a boon, but it is a really in terms of technological innovation, it is a great, I would say, the great blessings on the earth. And more importantly, what we have done technologically, we have the torch bearer in the country insofar as transformative technology in judiciary is concerned. Most of the technology that is adopted in the country, we are ahead of the pack, especially in terms of this virtual high court, and that is appreciated everywhere, including in the judicial order of the Supreme Court. It is one of the most important, as we say, whenever a country moves, when we have a ease of doing business, the same way ease of doing business should be associated with ease of doing justice. So this is one of the important mode that will help in ease of doing justice. And it will solve the problem of the barrier to justice, like the space barrier, time barrier, the money barrier. All these barriers will be overcome. But the caveat is that we need to audit the performance of this virtual high court. Very often we see many of the high court judges, they go there and appear. We rarely find, hardly we find the lawyers of the district court there utilizing the technology. This facility is meant for the district judges, the district lawyers, those who are present in different parts of the state. They should use more and more, rather than the person who is traveling from Odisha High Court, who is regularly appearing before us, who is going and utilizing that. That should be discouraged. I would not say you cannot stop anybody, one can go, but we want more and more district lawyers should use the technology. This is the purpose. Actually, for them it is meant. And more importantly, the district judges should also take stocks of the experience of the lawyers who are using it, good or bad, whatever. And there should be a periodical review of the performance of this thing, how many cases are being filed, how many are disposed of, how people are using, what way we can improve it more, and so that it would like a regular court. So these are the few things that we need to do. That is very, very important. The number of filings should, every month, number of filings should be compiled. One data should be there. Total number of filing from everywhere. And with of course, the most important factor is the experience of the lawyers who are using the system. That is very important. And also the lawyers should be trained to make use of this facility and make it a very, they should be technology friendly. If that is done, I think this experiment will be a successful one, because the success of this experiment is still doubtful in the minds of the public. So that should also be looked into. So at the end, I must thank you all for participating in this inaugural event, and all the best for the new technology. And now we have reached the full circle. We have completed all the districts courts have been now covered by this technology, and we hope more and more lawyers friends will use the technology and they will be coming closer to the High Court. Thank you all.
Thank you, my lord, for such warm and kind words. Now I would like to seek permission from the chair to declare the function is closed.
Yes.
The function is declared closed. Namaskar.